La 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 la. Oh, whoa, hey, hey. So you think you've heard it all in terms of morning routine? Everything? Have you? Have you really? Do you know it all? Is your morning routine perfect? If it is, then maybe this video isn't for you. But for the rest of us, I bet you we have been hammered with the idea that we should be doing a morning routine. And then we've tried it, and then we've forgotten about it, and then we've remembered it and brought it back. And it's been an endless cycle of trying to get it right for us. And that's okay. And I'm challenging you to get it right and try one more time. Through the repetition of doing something small for yourself, like a morning routine every day, that commitment to yourself can lead to huge life shifts. Video, that's what we're exploring. How to do a morning routine that works for you. Coffee. So good. I'm John Coplen, and you're watching Architecting You, How to Design the Life You Want. You can either design something into your life or you can design something out of your life. The key is to know when to do what. Today we're talking about designing something into your life. Greatest architectural accomplishments of our human history didn't happen on a random Tuesday. Those architectural feats came to life with great intentionality, with great care and precision and vision. Most of all, with a consistent effort of practicing every day to bring those buildings to life. And if you want to add something to your life that is valuable, that is meant to lift you up, then you have to commit yourself to figuring out what it is and practice it every day. It's the practice on an everyday basis that builds the great building. The reality is, any morning routine that you've heard about has some of the same basic common elements, with the overarching idea of getting your mindset right. Once our mindset is right, we're standing on firm ground. And from that sure footing, we can navigate anything that comes at us much more easily during the day. And that's in huge contrast to what most of us do. Most of us wake up, we look at our phone, we start reacting to everything that comes our way. We are behind from the moment we wake up, and all we can do is react. That feeling will drive us into a place of feeling like we're the victim, like we had the day done to us instead of us doing it to the day. Ooh, doing it. I want to do it to the day. Do you want to do it to the day? Let's do it to the day together. I'm so stupid, I'm sorry. It's fine. The first thing out of bed for me is the thing I do not do. I do not look at my phone. No phone. I don't look at my email. I don't look at text messages. I don't listen to voicemails. I certainly do not read social media. I keep my do not disturb on until 9 a.m. because for me, that entire time up until 9 a.m. is my time. And so I make sure that I'm not inundated immediately with people's requests or things that they need from me. I am a morning person. There is no two ways about it. And am I an annoying morning person? Yeah, probably am. But I put that to good use. Now, any of you who are not morning people, no problem. Just adjust it to when you do wake up. You know, there's lots of people that are successful, creative, amazing people who are not morning people. But you have to find a way to make it work for you. I still think that this needs to be the first thing you do out of the gate. Next up for me is the good old coffee. There is no way around it. I need coffee and I need it right now. I probably am caffeine addicted, but the reality is I love the smell, I love the taste, and I actually like making it every morning. I did once quit having caffeine for an entire year. That was an experiment. In the morning, I come down, I grind my beans, I do it in a French press. I have a whole process and I actually love it. I drink coffee called Bulletproof Coffee. I know, it's fancy. This is something that came from Dave Asprey. He's the bulletproof guy. All it really is though is coffee. You add MCT oil that is non-flavored and then unsalted butter. The idea here is that the MCT oil is so easily digestible by the body, it quickly turns into energy. So you are really moving. Between the caffeine and the MCT oil, I would say within 10 minutes, you are ready to go. You also might be ready to go to the bathroom. That's a different topic for a different video, but be careful on the startup if you do try it. Every day it's the same routine. Obi and I come down together. I put my pot of boiling water on for my coffee and I let him out to go to the bathroom. He comes running back in. He wants his little salmon stick. Then I usually sit on the couch and wait for the pot of water to boil, which only usually takes about a minute or two. But if I lay down, I know he will climb right on top of me. I don't know why this dog does this or how he learned how to do this, but he literally snuggles into you like he's giving you a hug. And he lays his head right into your shoulder. It's adorable. It makes me feel so calm and peaceful, and it makes him feel so calm and peaceful. So this is something in my morning routine that is unique to my morning, and I couldn't do without it. I absolutely need those few minutes of just feeling at peace with him. It's just the cutest. While I'm drinking my coffee, I go straight for my goals and my gratitudes. Once I understood the power of the attitude for gratitude, I never went back. I believe in gratitude so much that I've already done an entire episode on it. In fact, you can watch it here. How to use gratitude to get yourself unstuck. Once you've moved your mindset into the place of gratitude, you're then focused on abundance. And from a place of abundance, all things are possible. And you don't need an old-fashioned gratitude journal to make this happen. You can throw that thing out. Oh, sorry, Obi. You can use a digital version. I like to use Day One. It's an app that you can use both on your computer or your phone, and it allows you to do a lot of different things like add audio or a video or a still image. So I find it to be kind of a more multimedia mix that I really enjoy. There's no wrong way to do it. Whether you use a journal, whether you type it out in an app, whether you use a Google Doc, as long as you have a place to do it that you feel comfortable, that can work. This video is not sponsored by Day One app. However, if Day One app wants to sponsor this video, you can call me. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to do this because that makes me old, right? I'm supposed to do this. Call me. This is the younger version. At the very top, I'll just put gratitudes, and underneath it, I will write 5 at minimum. You can write more than 5, but I think 5 should be the minimum amount of gratitudes that you write. I just want to repeat one thing that was out of my gratitude episode that I think is so important to remember here. When you're writing out gratitudes, the number one thing is to be specific. Be as specific as possible. Name something that you are super grateful for that day, a family member, something that's coming up. The more specific you are, the more feeling it has. The more feeling it has, the more it will drag you into the place of gratitude and thus abundance. That's how you get it to work. That is the key, your feelings. On the very same page of my Day One app, right below my gratitudes, I title the word goals, and I type out all of my goals. I retype them every day. Now, I suggest having goals that are both huge, lofty goals, lifelong goals, but also goals that are within that year, and then smaller goals that are achievable. You can mix them. I think the key to this is to make sure they're not only focused around money. Focus the goals around things that truly make you happy and fulfilled in life. When you first try to do this goal sheet, it might be a little weird. It might be a little tough. Go with it. Just lean in, and every day, tick away at it. You will find that the goals that are really meant to be, the ones that lift you up, those are the ones that will end up on that list. I do a little cheat and I print out my goals, I set it next to my computer, and I hold onto that piece of paper and I just retype them every day. By retyping the goals, by having to actually look at every word and read it and retype it, it lodges in your mind. And now you're in a place of gratitude and a feeling of abundance. It's the perfect time to focus on a goal. That's when all the best work happens. That's when your best moments in life take place. From a place of gratitude and abundance when you're focused on your goals. It's a daily practice that can go a really long way. And the last thing I do is a paragraph or more of whatever comes to my mind. Sometimes it's literally just what happened yesterday in the most dry, boring format that could ever happen. Other times I remember a dream that I had, or if it gets really dynamic, I'm trying to work out some emotional thing that's going on in my mind. Don't be scared of those feelings. And you know, just spending a little bit of time writing out your feelings, identifying what they are for some emotional thing that was gonna linger through your entire day, that can do a tremendous amount for you. That can put a level of calm in your day that otherwise was going to feel maybe a little emotionally frantic. I know that seems like a lot, but I promise you that entire thing can be done in 15 minutes or less. For me, exercise is not only a requirement, it is an absolute must. I have to move my body. If you ever want to see me super anxious or anxiety ridden in any way, just look at me after I haven't worked out for a week. While I really like lifting heavy weights and doing high intensity cardio workouts, that might not be the thing for you. And it doesn't have to be. There's all sorts of things that people love to do, whether it's from rowing or swimming or walking or yoga. It's been proven over and over again by science that chemicals in your brain, such as serotonin, stress hormones, and endorphins change dramatically when you exercise. And it doesn't take much digging on the internet to figure that out. But you don't even need science to tell you that, because you all know that. You all know exactly how you feel when you're done working out. Personally, I feel so extremely calm. When I'm back from the gym is when I feel the most calm. My mind is just level. So for me, it's the most perfect time to try meditation, to sit with it. And I know meditation is where a lot of people on this channel are gonna take a hard left and say, no thanks, I'm not doing it. But the truth of it is learning how to meditate is just learning to calm your mind. If you can learn to calm your mind, you have so much control. During the day when things start to get really rough, you can really rely on that feeling of meditation to bring yourself back to center. I don't always get 20 minutes of meditation. Sometimes I sit down in that chair and I can only get 5 minutes because my mind is a little too busy, and that's okay. And sometimes I really get in there and I feel it and I just let myself go. But it's the consistent trying on a daily basis that allows me to exercise that piece of my mind. And I'll tell you that it is, of all the things on this list, something that will dramatically shift you if you just implement it for 90 days. We can structure a morning routine that is just for us. And my whole goal in sharing some of the weird things that I do was to show you all that these morning routines can be fully customized to something that works for you. And I know, looking at this list, you're thinking, I don't have time to do this. Pick one thing. Pick one thing off this list. And if I can suggest any of the items off this list, start with gratitudes and goals. From a place of gratitude with some goals in mind, that's the foundation you need. And you'll build that foundation brick by brick, day by day as you practice it. And eventually after 90 days, if you feel it, you'll be able to step back and see the masterpiece that you're starting to build. It will be so much easier for you to add in exercise or something else that you want to add in. It won't feel like work. It'll feel like something that you want to do that will make you feel better. You'll be encouraged because you see where it's going. That is the power in a morning routine. I hope you all give it a try. Remember, nobody's coming to do this work for us. Nobody can do it for us. No one's gonna come shake us in the morning and say, get up an extra 20 minutes early to do your morning routine. Only you can do this work. So get out there and make it happen. If you like this video, feel free to share it on your social media, send it to a friend, leave me a comment, hit like and subscribe. I hope you'll come back and watch. I really appreciate your time.